shit. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it got me this morning. I was like, "Hail Satan!" Did I just do that again? That's totally ridiculous. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. It's morning here in Pennsylvania. How you guys doing? Doing all right? All right, good. Thank you to everybody that watched the Deicide review. Greatly appreciate that. Today, I want to talk about this GORGOROTH. What's this thing called? Instinctus Bestialis. I'm way late to the game on this, so I guess this is one of those like retro reviews. I see people doing that. All right. I just found this like maybe last year. One of the songs came into my feed. Ad omnipotens, eterna diabolus. And I'm going to get into that song. But anyway, this album, excuse me, is kind of consistent all the way through. What I mean by that is the tempos are almost all the same. You're looking at about 180 to 190 beats per minute, almost all the way through the whole thing. It's 4/4, but a 3 feel all the way through it, meaning like, I guess it's like eighth note triplets all the way through. Kind of like it's that pattern, and this and a picking that's weird. It's like and at first I was like, that's awkward, and I couldn't iron out the cognition right away because I don't know, I never played that pattern before. So it's like I'll use the analogy tongue twister, but so anyway, you're gonna hear a lot of, if you listen to this thing, you're gonna hear a lot of familiarity through it. But that being said, it's stellar all the way through. Like, I put it on, and no matter what song it's on, there's a point where you're stopping, and it gets you. You're okay. I'll say it's like Bolt Thrower in that regard, where it's not. Yeah, it's like you're always kind of even, but there's a lot of interesting things going on. Edit. Anyway, yeah. I want to talk about this. So, song by song, and I got stuff to say about these things. This Radix Malorum, something with evil, Latin for something with evil. This is like a classical. They're kind of following a scale, and normally that's you're trem picking a scale, like it's obvious. This, I don't know what scale it is. I didn't bother to figure it out. The whole thing's at C sharp. I always keep an acoustic that thing at standard tuning on my sofa in case I want to learn something and figure out what their tuning is. Yada yada yada. Whatever. Who cares, right? But anyway, yeah. So that song is one of my favorite black metal songs. If you can even call this, I guess it's black metal. It's definitely black metal, but it's very metallic. And I played that song for, I have like a one night a week, or one night, it's depending, a week loosely, every other week, whatever. I have my buddies over, they bring records, and we shit all over each other completely viciously, like it's 1992. Total disregard for each other's respect, and we just shit on each other and listen to metal for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Anyway, I played it for those guys, and they were like, it's really chuggy, but they liked it. But I'm like, well, those guys like maybe more atmospheric black metal or whatever. They like their black metal scathing or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I'm metal as hell, and I love this thing. So anyway, that song is like a classical, kind of like a classical scale being played with blast beats, but it's catchy as hell. And then it goes into that 3-feel chuggy pattern, which they reside a lot of this album in, which normally maybe could get boring to other people, but I don't know, for me, when I walk in and out of a room, this thing gives me something. So anyway, I even took notes, like, I felt like I did this for the Deicide one rather than trying to ramble on. But anyway, I do have some things I want to say about each of these songs. So this next song is Rage. Another cool guitar pattern. That's that one that I kind of showed you earlier with the chug and then a gallop, a chug and a gallop. It's kind of an awkward thing to play. I ironed it out now, sitting there this morning on the sofa, but it was a little weird in the morning there. And the chorus is this awesome crushing doom thing. Oh, yeah, awesome stuff. That leads to Ad Omnipotens Eterna Diabolus. Bold statement. I don't want to say it's the best black metal song I've ever heard, but I got some stuff, and none of my records are in here. I've been listening to the stuff since 93, 92, whatever. You know? Nothing out of all this stuff in the black metal genre got nearly as much rotation as that song. Yes. I think it's for My Chemical Makeup, it's the best black metal song I've ever heard in my life. And up to that point, it was going to be, I'd say it was Mother North by Satyricon. For My Chemical Makeup, absolutely stellar song. Or even something off of Secrets of the Black Arts at the time. But nope, this thing, I haven't listened to it in maybe a month or two, and I put it on this morning a few times, and I just woke up, man, had a sip of coffee, and I'm ready to knock somebody out. I'm ready to fight. Anyway, yeah. And do I have notes for Come the Night? Yeah, another 8-note triplet pattern thing, chuggy feel. Not good song. It's catchy. But yeah. Anyway, side A of this thing, absolutely ridiculous. I love this thing. All right, side 2, we got this Burnin' Is Light, another 8-note triplet chuggy pattern that follows a scale. It's really catchy, really good catchy song. Rage, same kind of feel, but in like arpeggio intro, which gives it a really good feel. It's cool. It has a, I don't know, I don't want to use the word class, but yeah, there's Eternus, his name is, yeah, Infernus. Whoa, Infernus. Yeah, he's got his shit figured out. At least on this thing, man. I'm not familiar with a whole lot of that. I listened to when they first came out, Pentagram and Antichrist. I have those, and I used to sell them in my distro back in the mid '90s. But yeah, absolutely freaking stellar. Absolutely freaking stellar. Yeah, and that leads us to Kala Brahmin. I don't know. I didn't look up what that means. But anyway, that song's structured exactly like Ad Omnipotens. So I like it, but when you first hear it, you're like, is it the same song? But it's kind of a different, different riffs, but same kind of thing. The chorus in Ad Omnipotens is one of the greatest constructed choruses. I'm still talking about that song. I even go back to it. The songwriting of that song, I love it. But the actual riff of the chorus is so long, and the way it doubles back. And don't play this around anybody that doesn't want to hear "Hail Satan" over and over again. there's a whole lot of Hail Satan. So if you got family, don't put this driving your kids to school or some shit. It's it's not vulgar, but it's oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, Kali Brahman is much like that catchy, good song, but they borrowed a lot from that feel. Anyway, and the last thing I got to say about this album, the song "Awakening," I don't like the fast intro of it. This song's like a weird, stands on its own a little bit. It goes into a blast then. But it's a good song. I just the intro kind of turns me off. The tempo of it's like a 4 on the floor thing, and it's an upbeat tempo. It's almost like a polka feel. I don't know. It's weird, but anyway, it goes into a good song. But I'd say Radis Malorum. I mean, Dionysian, right? I don't know. I went to school too. I should be able to read this stuff. Dionysian, right? All right, whatever. Dionysian, Rite. Anyway, yeah, great song. That's another great song. But anyway, he has got a couple guest leads on here by other musicians, which I don't know who they are. This thing was recorded all the songs are written between 2009 and 2014. Yeah, and it's recorded between 2 years. But I don't know. I love this thing. So this is what probably, as far as rotation goes, I think I've listened to this more than anything. So I don't know. But again, I don't know how much of an actual black metal album it is, because it's very metallic and percussive and consistent, but not sounding industrial by any stretch of the imagination, because I know that all those adjectives I just put out could describe something like that. I mean, the production is mechanical, but it's really good. It's really clear and everything's great. But anyway, that's what I got to say about this Gorgoroth thing. Like I said, I played it for my buddies. They thought it was good, but they didn't have the same visceral experience I do when I put this on. Yeah, I want to deck somebody when I put this on, or do push-ups or something. I don't know. Something visceral happens, right? Start clenching your fists and shit. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it got me this morning. I was like, "Hail Satan!" Did I just do that again? That's totally ridiculous. All right, we'll punch out on that note. Thanks to anybody that watches this shit I put up. All right, yeah, Gorgoroth, man. Always, always, always. And, 666. Till later. Yeah.